In an area that used to be a dumping site in Kanyamazane outside Mbombela has been turned into a fully-fledged recreational center. The brains behind the project, Theo and Bella Mabuza, say they started the project to promote township tourism and also advocate for a clean and safe environment for locals. Newzroom Afrika's Mweli Masilela is following that story for us. Mweli, good afternoon. Now, it's quite an interesting initiative there. Tell us more about what is happening today.
Yes, indeed, quite an interesting development here in Kanyamazane township. And I can tell you that this is one of the oldest townships in the local of Mbombela. And these two founders of this place are actually saying that when seeing this place being a dumping site of pollution in as far as the environment is concerned, because there is the Crocodile River next to where this place is, they said that no, they must stand up and rehabilitate this place. But of course, while doing that, it's also about promoting tourism and creating job opportunities for local people. So this place at this stage, quite a number of people coming through for different activities. There are swimming pools, there are jumping castles, so it caters for both the old as well as young people that are coming through here. We are told that at this stage, so far, about 10 locals have been employed in this place, but of course there are future plans, because there are some stores that are being built here, and those stores will be rented out to local business people. They'll come up, in fact, with proposals to say that this is the kind of business that they want to do, and then they will be allowed to rent those stores. So it talks to also actually uplifting the economy of this township, which is Kanyamazane. Let's take a listen to Bella Mabuza in terms of what made them to actually come up with this project.
Initially, this was a dump site. We've got a river at the back of us, so mainly most of the dump would come down with the river. What stands today used to be a field, a mountain, I can call it that. So we decided to create an environment that was going to be, I'd say, friendly to mostly children. That's what rooted the idea of Fully-fledged Park, and then we included for the adults because they have to be watched. So as you go around, you will notice that mainly the main focus of the establishment is the children that we have.
So Katlego, that's one of the founders of this place, Bella Mabuza, and I can tell you that considering the fact that there's a lot of people coming through, especially children, so they had to also put in place some safety measures. I'm told that when it's very busy, especially during month end, they receive about 1,300 people, and I can tell you today here, looking at the number of people, this is a place that just opened on the 3rd of September, and already it's quite a hive of activity here. And looking into the project itself, it was only started in October last year. Well, it's still not finished, but it shows that there's a lot of interest in as far as community members are concerned. Let's take a listen to Bella Mabuza when talking about issues of safety, because they also put those measures in place to ensure that children here are safe.
Fully-fledged Park is family orientated. That is what the idea was about. Mainly we were about safety of the children when we started the construction. So everything else came after because we had to actually incorporate the adults as well. Mainly in the township, you find that children have a challenge when it comes to safety. We do know of what is going on in South Africa as it stands. So we wanted to help and work together with the parents, where we say we have an establishment that is a safe environment mainly for the children. We are bringing together children from the age of 1, where they can come and actually enjoy the facility, up to the ages of 60 years. They can still come.
So Katlego, coming through here, I saw quite a number of taxis transporting people not only from around Kanyamazane. People are coming as far as the Nkomazi area, which is maybe more than 80 km away from here. So this talks to the issue of the local economy. These people are bringing money here in this township, and of course in terms of business opportunities, there are already some people who are selling around here. So the owners of this place, or the founders founders of this place are quite optimistic about the future, because there are also some engagements with the Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency, which is the body responsible for tourism in this province, to ensure that when people visit other tourist destinations like the Kruger National Park, they can also consider this destination, because it's actually adjacent to the N4, which is the main route connecting Mpumalanga with neighboring countries such as Mozambique and Eswatini.
Now, Mweli, this is a very inspirational story of active citizenry from the founders that have obviously founded this project. You speak of future prospects with the tourism sector in Mpumalanga. Has there been any local government support in helping them to get to where they currently are?
Yes, initially they started independently, but I can tell you that just a few weeks ago, when the Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency was launching some of the Tourism Month projects, they started here. The CEO, Vilagazi, as well as the chairperson of the MTPA, Victor Mashoko, they were here actually leading those proceedings. So they are saying that they are not only now considering the huge projects or the most popular tourist destinations like the Kruger National Park, they must support such small projects that are still starting from the ground, so that at least they create those jobs and business opportunities. But also there is a lot of partnership that is expected, because we know that the Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency just recently had a tour to the neighboring countries, that is Mozambique and Eswatini. They actually call it a trial tour. So they want to come up with a project whereby you can leave South Africa to the Kingdom of Eswatini and then to Mozambique. Like we have breakfast here in Mpumalanga, here in South Africa. We have lunch in Eswatini and we have dinner in Mozambique. So places like this are being incorporated. They must play a part so that they also benefit in as far as the tourism economy is concerned.
Well, it certainly is a very meaningful initiative. We will let you go. I hope you'll also just take a dive in the pool and let your hair down. Thank you so much, Mweli Masilela, our correspondent out in Mpumalanga.